Welcome to my hometown, the city where I was born, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, 10 minutes to share some things with you. I was asked to share some experiences with you about attracting young people, and I'll start with a conclusion. It's very simple. Be with them and speak their language. Now I can go away, and I'll use the rest of my 10 minutes to illustrate what I mean. First of all, a new world has arrived. This was a fantastic generation, ladies and gentlemen. The old people who have brought us where we are. We should be thankful for them. But today, there's a new generation, and that is good news as well. I don't know if they smoke cigars, but we'll see. Now, what's that generation? What does it look like other than on the picture? People from my generation will see this picture, and when I ask the question, what strikes you on this picture? They will say, ooh, everybody's got a laptop. When you ask the same question to my 22-year-old daughter, she won't make the same remark. She will say, lots of apples. But the fact that there are laptops is an evidence. Am I right? You're a young gentleman? Yeah, okay, fine. Here's another one. Traffic has become very dangerous for a number of people because, you know, the youngsters are always on their smartphone. It has given birth to new road signs. You know what they're called, right? Smombies, okay? Smartphone zombies, etc. Okay, but it's a reality. Who knows this car? There you go, I see some car. It's an Austin 1100 Mark II of 1968. It was the first car my father bought. And I remember the weekends when he was talking to his friends who might have had a Fiat 128 at that time, and they would say, this car, my car is beautiful. It's got a 1098 cc engine. It's got 48 horsepower. Its maximum speed is 125 kilometers per hour, and it accelerates from 0 to 100 kilometers per hour in 23 seconds. That was not a mistake, 23 seconds. Now, let's do a little game. Who is clearly aged under 30 in this room? Raise your hand, please. Okay, I see a few hands, thank you. Of those people, who can give me those 4 characteristics of the car you might drive now? Nobody. Exactly. My father enjoyed entire weekends talking about that technology, and today youngsters don't give a toss. It doesn't matter to them. It's become a different story. So don't speak that language to them because you won't attract them. You will have a huge communication gap if you try to do it. So we realize that at Agoria because we're in the war for talent just like anybody else. And I know that Agoria will disappear from this planet if we fail to adapt to the new generation that's coming. So, first insight. They don't care about technology. Now you know that feeling. When you put a plug into a power outlet, you don't really care about the brand of the generators that have generated the power, do you? Well, with youngsters that has just widened. They don't care about technology at all, which is a big problem for me because we're Federation of Technological Companies, a bit of a problem, right? Well, no, because those youngsters are easily to be made enthusiastic if you don't talk about just technology, but about technology with a purpose. They will happily come and work for you if you don't say I'm a technology company, but if you say every day we work on using technology to improve quality of life, in medical sciences, in transportation, to save the planet, which, by the way, is exactly what many of our companies do. So give purpose to that technology. There's a second thing you should know about that generation. Sometimes I feel like I'm in the wrong body, by the way, because I have this feeling too. I want everything and I want it now. Today's youngsters are the generation of instant gratification. They want everything and they want it now. That's why if I order something online, delivering tomorrow is too late. I want it this afternoon. I want it now. Now you have to remember that. Because my generation still sends emails. There are about 4.3 billion email boxes in the world. Some of you may remember this if you're Belgium. It's a yellow postcard, a brief card. If you didn't want to send a letter, you could send one of those. Well, that's, I don't know, they haven't existed for decades. It's in Belgian francs, what you see there. Euro didn't even exist there. To young people, like my daughter, email is what the yellow postcard is to me. They don't send emails. So what they do is they communicate via all kinds of apps. Now, when I show this to my daughter, that's her reaction. Yeah, Daddy, you think you know. But quite a few of the apps that I see there are not from my generation. They don't use Twitter. They use different things. So you want to communicate to them? Use the communication channels they use. Like, for example, this. At Agoria, we don't send out paper newsletters, etc. anymore. We have something called Ambition Channel on YouTube. We converted everything to video. Very fast video. When I joined Agoria, when we created a video, it typically had something like 8 seconds per shot. I said, well, fine. Please reduce it to 1.5 or 2 seconds maximum. That's the speed at which you want to communicate. If you edit your videos otherwise, your message will not be picked up. Now, for the old people like myself in the room, editing a video at 1.5 seconds may make you nervous. But remember, it's for the good cause. TechU. Young people sometimes say, you. So we invented a word that is in the same spirit. TechU. Special thing that we created for youngsters. On our Facebook pages, that's the kind of communication we do. Remember? 1.5 seconds? There you have it. That's how we communicate. You want to attract younger people? You'd better be on Facebook or other stuff and do it fast. You'd better create your own brand. TechU is a brand we created specifically for young people. And guess who manages it? Is it me? No, because I'm an old bloke. We have tech troopers, so we've given it to a bunch of youngsters because they know what to do. They don't make professionally edited videos. They do it with their smartphones, and you can see what month the videos were edited in, because there's an app that puts rabbit ears on you, or that transforms your face, etc., and they change every month. They know about it. So what to expect? What should you expect when you bring those younger people into your organizations? This. You try to manage your company and say, all noses into the same direction, please. We all go that way. You bring in those young people and you can do one of two things. You can say, you fly with us, information, and you will lose those people that you just hired in no time. Or you can allow them to bring in their new ideas and do it the other way. If you play your cards right, that will enrich your company in an incredible way. But it means a culture change in many companies. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why we launch campaigns like Be the Change. Don't tell others how to change, but be the change yourself. And if you do all that, then you might have a chance. Thank you very much.